Boy, look at that beef and broccoli. I swear, they didn't get me on Food Network. I would call my cooking show Small Stove. I would call it Small Stove out here. Today I'm not having the best day. It's called life. Some days you have ups and downs. But one person that is consistent in your life is the good Lord. He's there. He understands your issues. He understands the things that you have problems with, the struggles that you have, the problems that you have in relationships and family and friends and at work, and the things that you're trying to attain, health-wise, things that you're trying to accomplish for your body so you can stick around and actually be here. He understands all of that stuff. And one thing I think, like dude is so cold, and I always talk about God in that respect, like that, because he's that cool with me. He's the only person that actually fully understood Sean McCoy ever. But dude is so cold, like, if you don't have struggle, would you actually praise him? Would you actually really love him and thank him if everything was perfect every day? No. He knew that. Dude is tight. I give God the glory. For real. So we got this going on. So what we started off with one steak. You know, I put a little sausage, a little breakfast sausage in there, chop that up. You know, I didn't know if the steak was going to be enough, but chopping it up, it looks like that it was. And so I had to chop that all the way down. But see, when you buy, if you don't spend the money on a good steak, like if you don't spend $10 on steak, then it's going to be tough. And you get that bottom round is tough. So you got to cook that bottom round down. I swear I should have been an Asian person. As I did put a little soy sauce in here. But like I said, I started off with fresh carrots, chopped them all the way down. I put 4 carrots in here. You need carrots in your life. You need carrots in your life. You shouldn't eat 1 carrot every year. I personally think that 2 to 3 carrots a day is what a lot of people should be on. You need something, a vegetable that you can obsess on, that you can obsess about. And I love carrots. I don't love broccoli that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't really love broccoli in that way. You know, but it's a vegetable that's good. It's got a lot of benefits to it, and I can still eat it. This right here is going to be my only meal of the day. I'm not going to eat all of it. You know, me and my girl, we going to eat and stuff. But, you know, the 1 meal a day situation. You know, when you get older, you have some things comprising you. You know, you got some things going on. You're going to have to make some decisions or some choices in your life if you want to be around. Whether if it is restricting how much food you eat, whether it's restricting the people that you have in your life that is causing you some stress. Now, stress is inevitable, for sure. But there are some things that you can do to minimize it. I literally minimize the stress that I can in my life. If you're not in my life, then there's probably a reason why that you're not. Not to mean that you're a bad person, but it might mean that, you know, how that I'm perceiving what we have as far as the relationship, whatever it is, might be causing me stress. But if you're in my life, and I do talk to you, then, you know, then there's benefits and stuff that's there. That's why. You know, there's a good thing. You don't really cause me stress really talking to you. When you have the condition, what I have, eating right and stress management and also exercise is core. It is absolutely core. It's absolutely vital. Man, do I still got this on high? God, turn this down, dude. Turn it down. So, but seriously, like, stress management is important. I made a post today, and it's like it said, basically that every relationship will run its course. What that means is that at some point, people are going to choose their own sanctity, their own happiness over whatever that it is. And I'm telling you right now, if you're in any relationship, I don't care if it's your mama, I don't care if it's your daddy, I don't care if it's your cousin, brother, sister, whatever. Everybody needs a cooling off period. And so don't force a relationship on the pure basis because this person brought you in the world, A, or this is the person that you got kids with, B, or this is, a person that's been a friend for you for a long time. If the relationship changes, because we all evolve at some degree. We're constantly changing. We make new cells every day. You medical people know what I'm talking about. Millions of cells are made every day. We make new cells. So our relationships are not, all of them are not all going to be staying in the status quo type of deal. So like, you got to be able to guard your heart in a sense. That a lot of the issues that you got is because of the people that's around you. Now, not having anybody around you is not the best thing either. You need good people around you. People that can vibe with you and can dig down with you, but not somebody that's going to be a yes person either. If you're making dangerous choices in your life and you got friends that support everything that you're doing, then I question if that person is actually a good friend for you. As we get older, we don't like change. We like to stay the same. We like to keep things the same when we get older. We don't like to deviate from things. You can, call it, well, mom's just a stubborn person, or grandpa's stubborn, or he's just a stubborn old man. And as you get these years on you, stress management is key. For real, it's a core. Don't force a relationship. Don't push it because you lonely, because you want somebody around. That's out of here. I'd rather be by myself than having to deal with stress from anybody that is, is not really supporting in my fight to what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. I'm sure that some of you guys read my posts and, like, man, I don't agree with really hardly anything that you say. But I do agree with the stress management, though. I do agree with you saying that you need to eat well and stuff like that. But, like, I know that, people don't agree with it. But I don't care. That's the point when you get in mature adult. You cannot care about the perception of others. You can't, because you'll be a people pleaser for the rest of your life. Trying to please somebody. You need to please God first, then please you. And then you can be able to please someone else. I know somebody know what I'm talking about. You can't please nobody if you first aren't pleasing the good Lord and pleasing yourself. Because if you don't love yourself and you're not doing the best for yourself, then I question that if you can do the best for someone else. And so, yeah, so that's just how I'm feeling today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling this way. And, that's just, like I said, that's what it is. Everybody has issues and stuff, every single day that you deal with. I'm saying, this is what my core thing that I'm saying right now, is that your biggest stress is people in your life. If it's on the job, you might not be able to do nothing about that. You might still have to go to work and deal with this person. But it should be a process in your mind to say, I got to move on to a better position, a better job, to where that I can have less stress, that I can be more in control, whatever that my narrative is. You got to be, that's the way that you got to progress on. If you want to relieve that. If you don't care and you think it's inevitable and you think, well, something's going to get you at some point, so you might be on that mindset, I question the fact, that life, one of the biggest things about life is getting control of your life and getting control of the people that are in your life. And one thing that's very scriptural for you guys that really are out there in the Bible here or there, notice that when God did something to somebody, meaning like when they disobeyed God, what did he do to them? What happened to am I saying Jacob? I want to say Jacob, yeah. Banished in the wilderness. Most people especially in that text that have disobeyed God in a certain way, he sent them away. He even sent Jesus away. Jesus didn't necessarily do anything wrong because he never sinned, he never did anything. But he had time that he had to have isolation. You ever heard people say isolated to elevate, isolate to elevate? Yes, you've got to get control of who's in communication with you. Who are you talking to? You gotta get control of that if you want any change in your life. I think that most people's problems are the people that are in their life and not better people in their life. People are important. With people is the way that really God is shown. You show God by the way that you treat people. And so I know that people don't really understand me, and I really don't care because I'm secure in who I am. And that's one thing. I'm secure in my faith. I'm secure in myself as a man. I'm secure in myself as a person. I know that I'm a good man and a good dude. Cool dude. A cool dude. But not a perfect dude. And so I feel like that, this is one of the issues that I've had in my life that I've had to deal with because of, trying to people please and not understanding that, dude, this is your life. If this is not making you happy, they got to go. Or this job needs to go. Or this family member needs to get out the way. They always talk about communication, right? I'm sure you've heard that. Communication. There is at some point that communication breaks down because both sides are not willing to be able to budge on whatever that the issue is. Are you willing to budge out there? Well, what is that? What do you mean budge? What do you mean people are always talking about don't be in a relationship or something like that or somebody should try to change you. The fact is that nobody can change anybody. They make a conscious choice that what this person is saying to them is something that maybe they need to incorporate in their life. And but people say these things in relationships. They say these things. They're like, girl, don't let him try to change you. Don't let her try to change you. Maybe what she's saying is something that you need, bro. Maybe something that he's saying is something that you need in your life. Maybe God put them in your life at this particular moment and juncture in time to get something out of you, to elevate you and push you to a certain degree and to a certain way. Listen, nobody accomplishes anything in this world by themselves. Nobody is self-made. Nobody is self-made. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs somebody. You can't do everything by yourself. But don't try to do stuff on the pure basis of that you feel that I need people in my life, but they're not necessarily the right person to be in your life. Are they the right person? Do they elevate you? Do they help you? Do you feel happy with them? For the good majority of the time. A lot of stresses come from people's family because you give them so many extra passes out here because of, well, that's blood. So I need to let them do whatever. Well, I'm going to be there for them in this situation or in this way because of X, Y, and Z. You know, like for real, like, it's about self in certain degrees. You can't impact anybody until you get yourself together. Emotionally, mentally, soully, from a soul perspective, from a spirit perspective, from a physical perspective, from a health perspective. You ain't got them things and trying to get them things together. You can't add to nobody. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're not going to be able to add to anybody. And I'm in the same boat to be able to try to add to people that I communicate with, that I talk to, that I minister to, or in those ways. Like, I want people to understand that, you know, sometimes God is doing some stuff, you know, and just because you don't understand what He's doing in that person's life, don't mean that they doing wrong, and don't mean that they're doing the right way, you know. So a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about and stuff like that. So it's not like this is something profound or anything in that way, but like, you've got to understand that relationships run their course. And the reason why they run their course is not because of death. It's not because most relationships run their course. Is because of there's going to be some issue that you're going to disagree with and that you're not willing to break or bend on. And in that process, what happens? Resentment happens. And you hold stuff and harbor stuff in because you don't have anybody necessarily that you can communicate to and talk to and that feels the same type of way that you feel. And so then what happens? Isolation, depression, anxiety, pain, and also an isolation away from the good Lord. Two. All of these things happen when you try to force stuff on the basis that you're not willing to bend on a situation. And to be quite frank with you, like, you might not have to bend, like you should maybe bend on certain situations. And as you get older, you're going to start bending less than bending more. You're going to start bending less. You're going to become, we're all in this nature of that, of a rigidness as you get older. When you're in your 20s, you're more free and open. You're more optimistic about things. You think you got a lot of time to do things when you're 20. But when you're 40, you ain't got a lot of time. You got a lot of time left to do a lot of things. And so that means, like, every day is important. And everything is important, meaning concerning you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when the Bible said guard your heart, it was real. Real. It was real as can be. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. It also says don't tell all your heart as well. I know y'all think, well, dang, Sean, you be talking so much on here. The truth of the matter is that when y'all see me, like, y'all don't know everything that I'm doing. You think that you know because of some of the things that you see. That's not everything. You don't know every single thing that's happening. But I try to share things. A lot of times I share things just because I want to be able to relate to other people in the respect of not a people-pleasing thing, of just to be like, hey, I'm human just like you, and I deal with those things too. I'd have bad days. Today is not a good day for me. But I had to reflect, and I had to say, well, what do I actually have? Am I in a better situation than most people? Am I doing better? And the reality is that I'm really doing better than most people. So my thing is like, well, why am I sitting up here upset about the situation when you really got some good things going on? But see, that's how the enemy works. When your grandma talking about that's how the enemy works, that's how we work. To get you in a mold to where you look at and be like, dang, why she do that? Dang, why he do that? Why am I allowing this person to be in my life? Are they adding anything to me? And so what happens is, like I said, resentment holds because you might not want to say something, but it's very evident that you should say it, but you don't. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you go with family and stuff like that, there's some things that you want to say to your family members, you don't say it. You don't say it because society tells you that, well, it's more important to have them in your life than to not have them in your life. Yes. But what they don't tell you is the amount of stress that it's causing your body and the years that's coming off your life because of you allowing somebody or multiple people to be in your life purely on the basis of a family perspective or on a friend perspective, on a job relationship type of situation. Your peace of mind, like, is rare. It's gold. It's so important to have that peace. To have that peace. And the part of peace that God gives, the part of it that He gives is the fact of when all chaos is going on, you can still praise Him. You can still thank Him. You can still lift your hands and say, to God be the glory to what's going on. Like, look, my life is fine, really. Compared to other people. You know, my life is fine. Do I have everything I need? You know, not necessarily have everything I want. No. But I'm getting there. He's getting me there. So I know that sometimes y'all feel like that. And since I have, been dealing with this condition, dealing with relapse and remitting multiple sclerosis, it attacks everything in the body. Every single thing in the body. At some point, it could. Some people are worse than others. I have a very bad case of it. But I thank God every day that I'm still here. I can still walk. I can still think. Cognitive decline is one of the things that happens. Impulsiveness and brashness happens to certain people. It can affect your sight. It can affect a lot of things. And a lot of people have been purged in my life. It's because that in this situation and what I have, the best thing for me is to have minimal contact with certain individuals. My friend level is very small. My circle is small. Notice most people that really understand what I'm saying, they don't have a big circle, they got a small circle. A small circle is important. It's important. You need the best people in your life. You might be sitting up there in a relationship, and if it don't work, you're going right back to your best friend. You going back to your family and saying, well, this ain't working, or this ain't this, or whatever. You still got that support system that's there. You still got family, and that you rolling with. But that still can be an issue too, because here's the kicker with situations in life, and it's called empathy. It's one word. It's empathy. And with me, what I have seen since I have been diagnosed with this, and since I've been battling this, I've seen the lack of empathy of the people that are close in my life. Now, I'm not talking to y'all that have reached out to me and I have not reached out back to you. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. I appreciate that. I am thankful for that. I appreciate you. But the lack of empathy that I saw for the people that were absolutely closest to me from the mud has made me turn. and it's made me be protective over me. And you got to be. The level of stress management is so vital when you got an autoimmune disorder like mine. You can't have people in your life that really disagree with you, like on things that are very, very important. And I don't mean like disagree like, oh, you want to get out here and obsessively drink and they telling you need to stop drinking. That's a different story. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a difference in the way of life, the difference in the way of how life should be in a trajectory perspective. Everybody has a different truth. Everybody how they feel. So, like it's really key to be able to really tap into that and to tap into what is important to you, not to what is important to somebody else. What's important to you? Because what's important to you might not be what's important to somebody else. But you trying to make them be in a state of understanding you. You can't make somebody understand you. Either they're going to understand you or they don't. And so that's how I'm feeling today. So I appreciate y'all listening and stuff like that. I put a little bit of this in here. If you got any issues like for pain or energy, you don't have energy, this is what you need to be getting. Male or female out here. Now, organic black maca powder is great. When you put it in food, it tastes like butter. So, you get a lot of benefits from this. This is a Peruvian spice, and it's usually cooked. That's how they get down. They usually cook it, but you can put it in a milkshake and stuff like that. So yeah, we got that going on for sure. Black maca, they got red maca. Over here I got me some rice. I'm gonna have to rinse that, and there we go. I mean, there we go. We got some dinner going on. I don't know. Let me see if these carrots are actually soft at all. Okay. Oh man. Oh my God, that's so good. Are they serious? Is it really serious in this thing like that? Oh my God, that's so good, y'all. Let me taste this steak. Let me see if that's getting soft. Because this is cheap steak. This ain't really good steak. Need to be 100 with you. God, I feel like Buddha. Lord help me. I love my Asian folks. If they used to get down on this, you go to a Chinese restaurant, it's one of my favorite things to eat, ever. My thing, like, if you can't make it better than me, I don't want to go to your restaurant. What do you got a restaurant for? I'm cooking better than you at the house. So, let me see how this broth tastes. Oh, baby. Oh, talk to me. Oh, talk to me now. Oh my God. Man, that's so tight. So then what we gonna do is that we're gonna throw it back in the pan, because I think you don't want your carrots to be too coarse. I mean too soft. Let me see what this one comes out. Oh man. This is on and popping. It's so on and popping, y'all. It's so going down. I know some of y'all like, man, why you cooking with that spoon like that? I like to cook, I like a metal spoon, because sometimes when you're getting that taste of the flavor, you're frying something or sauteing something, you want to be able to get everything off. Sometimes you can't if you're using that plastic, that plastic spatula. You need some metal in there. Get the scrapings off. I feel like I just got saved. Lord help me. What do I need to put in here? Do I need anything else in this thing? Let's spread this thing out. Y'all stay with me for a minute. Oh man, this is what it's looking like right there. Oh man, just get me on the Food Network. Y'all want to do it? Get me on there. Get me on the Food Network. We'll do it like small stove. Cooking with Sean McCoy, small stove. Look at that right there. Is that broccoli still green? Let me get close to it. Oh, I love you, broccoli. Dang. That's the way I like it a little bit. I know maybe y'all wanted a little bit greener in this thing like that, but that's cool. Alright, hold on. We're about to add something else. Alright. We got a little brown gravy mix here. Very cheap. Nothing spectacular in this thing, but this flavor tight. And the flavor is really good right now. But then we're just going to explode it right now with a little bit of this gravy. That gravy pack got a lot of salt in it, so we don't even need all of it. We don't need all of it. Look at that. We still got half the package. So we just gonna stir that up in there. Get our yeah. I think the cube steak would be tight. Like, this is not cube steak though. This is just like a round butt steak. Like, it was kind of cheap. It was kind of cheap at Fry's. You know, I was like, man, I'm gonna cook this thing. I'm gonna chop the steak up. All right, let's get a little bit more water up in here, and we're on low. I mean, we're like low and slow. This thing is over with. Add a little bit more of that water. Look at that right there, man. And that gravy pack, it's going down. I got some balsamic vinegar in here too. I love balsamic vinegar. I got some garlic. As you can see, I've got about 10 cloves of garlic I've chopped up. That's actually one I have not chopped up, but yeah. And so that gravy gonna be so good. Oh my God. And like, you trying to eat right? Let me tell you something. 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day. You don't need 4 or 5 different meals all day. That's the problem. Lack of exercise, and eating too much. But yeah, look at that right there. Look at that gravy. Y'all like gravy, don't y'all? I know y'all like that gravy. Oh Lord, this is going in the back of my mouth right now. Let's see what of my flavor I'm getting. Do I need a little bit more salt? Hold on. Man, now you just feel like it's something that you're missing in this thing. I mean, everything feels straight. Maybe a little bit more salt. Maybe a little bit more salt in this thing. No! Okay. We got some salt, a little bit more salt in here. Oh yeah. And we got this rice. I'm about to go over here and rinse this rice. I'm about to rinse this thing. I'm waiting for my girl to come home and stuff. Hopefully she'll want to eat something with me. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. Yeah, we just need a little bit of salt. It's on point. That's it. It's going down. It's going down, down, down. I am sweating. I am sweating. Let me turn this camera around. Y'all want to see me? I'm in this kitchen. I'm here sweating. I'm here sweating for real. Like, man. So man, this is good food out here. You know. We don't need to go to an Asian restaurant. We got it right here. We taking care of it for sure. It's being taken care of in this thing like that, for real. Like, it's tight. Oh, I'm leaning on the counter right now. I'm tired. I'm like, man, this kind of wore me out a little bit. It's one thing, like with MS, you have fatigue to the extreme, So it's hard every day. But I get up. I don't complain about it. I just go. I don't complain about the people not in my life that should be. I keep going. I'm not complaining about people that don't treat me right. It's out of there. You gotta be. This has got to be about you. You can't really be good to anybody until you get yourself together. You know. So every day I'm trying to work on myself and to get better. You know. And that's just how we rolling. You know what I'm saying? That's just what the dealio is. That's what's up. Oh my God. Oh my God, I feel like, you know what I would love to do? I would love to make this macaroni and cheese right here. This little cheap macaroni and cheese. God, I want some macaroni and cheese, baby. Like, you already got some carbs already. See, that's what we be doing. Then you want to get some bread with that too. Y'all bet you would want bread with that. You don't need no bread with that. Yeah, you do. We need to sop all that on them rolls, on them biscuits, like a biscuit or something. You can't have all that gravy and not have no roll. What is wrong with you? You need a roll, don't you? Y'all like, boy, you need a roll in here. Well, let me step back from it. I can tell I'm from Michigan. That's how Michigan folks be. Shout out to my family up there in Michigan. Shout out to everybody in Flint. Everybody. Much love out there. I love y'all up there. Shout out to y'all up there. What's up? All my brothers, all my sisters up there. But we need some bread though. See, I think I got some hamburger buns. Now I could toast these buns. I could toast these buns, couldn't I? Toast these hamburger buns, put a little oil, a little butter on there, and toast it up. In one of these pan over here, one of these old school pan, clean that pan out and toast that. Man. But I know I had some bread. You know what? It's in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator. Hold on. It's in the refrigerator. Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. I love y'all out there. I really do. How about this right here? Y'all know y'all love this. Y'all know y'all love this. Well, I haven't laughed all day. Y'all know y'all love this. That Hawaiian bread. But this is savory butter. And I'm going to open up the rolls. Oh, man. Really, I might just put it right in that pan anyway. Because all we did was fry the vegetables in there. How about we do that right there? Hold on. And now we're rinsing off this rice right now. Let's just put that bread in there, right in there. Right in there. With a little bit of oil in here. We got this baby on low and slow. It's cooking down. Oh my Lord. So we got that bread in there. So be like, man, why you got that bread in there like that? Let's do it. Let's do this right here. Let's get some of this oil. Oh, Lord. It's already got so much butter in there already. So I just want to like toast the bottom of it just a little bit. Where that brown is. Let me get you out the way. And then I'm going to put y'all right here. Look at that right there. Y'all look at that right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know how something be so good, you be like, Jesus of Nazareth? Not Jesus Christ. Jesus of Nazareth. Back in the day, they called you by your homeland. They'd call me Sean of Flint. That's what they would call me. Flint, Michigan. Or maybe Sean of Little Rock. Because that's where I was raised at. So we gonna get that like that. Let me see. Is that getting? Let me see. Scoot back from it. I just wanted to get it kind of charred, and we're also gonna flip it. We're gonna flip it too. And let me put some more gravy in my mouth. I tell you what. You know, women are like, you know, man, I love a man that can cook and stuff. Men be like, man, I want a woman that can cook and stuff. Like, me, I can cook. So I don't really care if you can cook out there. My girl, she can cook though. Like, she can cook. You know. But you know, it's not like that. I'm one of these dudes that we're like, oh my God, I'm eating Vienna sausages and bologna. I can't do anything. I can't make anything. No, we can get down in this thing. We can get completely down in here. This ain't stir fry. This ain't no box. This is all made. This is all made right here. Right here on small stove. Oh. Why y'all didn't tell me that this was getting charred? Look at that. I done just messed that thing up. Alright, turn the heat off. Ooh. Is that bad? Look at that. Look at that chart. We got the heat off on that thing. Y'all want some butter on there? Let me put some butter on there. Y'all didn't tell me no. I'm about to burn this thing up. Alright. Look at that. That with a little char on there. Look at that. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Perfect buns. Little crispiness right there. Flip it over. Flip it over. Alright, look. You know what I'm saying? Boy. Boy, that's that countryness in there. So, gotta eat right, eat healthy. Gotta try. In this world, it's imperative you gotta eat clean. As clean as possible. There will be days that you mess up and you won't be on the level that you need to be, but 90% of the days you need to be on it, because literally people are dying because of not eating well. This is crazy as can be. And I know that this steak and this meat is not the best thing either. Y'all can get on to me on that. It's really not. Meat, you don't need meat every day. But one thing is about time with certain people. You may not have time to do it. You're so tired when you get off of work. You know? Man. You know what? You know what? Screw y'all. And I mean the bread. Oh man, that's so hot, but I want to... You know what? I'm about to dip this in this gravy right now. Right now. Right now. I'm about to dip one of these buns in here. Right now. Ooh. Ooh, it's so hot. Ooh, dip it on, so give me some gravy in there. Is that gravy? Get that, how that gravy taste. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to dip that. Y'all want to dip that gravy in there. Get you some of that steak. Is that steak right there? A little piece of steak. Alright. Let's put this in here. Oh, yeah. You know how Emerald used to be like, oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for real. It's perfectly crisp. Boy. Well, I might mess around and eat all these rolls. I'm about to eat them all. Man. I'm like cooking at home. I'm telling you. You know. So, yeah, you know. But I know sometimes you want something quick. You're tired. I get it. I understand. But ain't nothing like cooking your own. You know. Simple meal. I gotta like carrots because I can obsess on them. And I can eat a bunch of them. You know. So yeah. So we're out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all enjoy it. I'm about to... I really need to wipe my face, really. Man, you gotta have your good kitchen rag or something like that to wipe your face, especially when you're slaving over a hot stove and stuff like that, you know. You got to. Alright, so yeah. It's going down, basement. Oh man. Oh man, like seriously. Some good stuff. Man, for real, we really, yeah man, I'm about to get down in this in a minute. It's about to be, trying to find something good to watch on TV. May get back on some games and stuff. I haven't played any video games at all day. Y'all don't see me posting about Madden. Pretty good at it, pretty straight at it. I'm in the top 20. I'm fighting to get to the top. You know, it's hard, but I'm in the top 100, so that was the goal. So I'm in there. So just gonna keep on doing and just having fun, you know. Keeping my stress level to the minimum, not the maximum, to the minimum. Whew. Man. Alright. We're out. That's what's up. That's what I'm going to leave y'all on. Ooh, step back from me. Ooh.
That's how them reels be on Instagram. Don't it be like that? These people, they be so weird, don't they? That's what they be doing. All right, we out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed that out there. It's a wrap.